down. I tried to believe that even though LeBron and AD, the reigning defending champions, are who they are, that somehow, some way, the Clippers would show up, Mac. That's what I thought, Mac. That's what I thought. But you know what? January 11th, Stephen A's World debuted on ESPN Plus, and Snoop Dogg, when I asked my brother from another mother, Snoop Dogg, what about the Clippers? He said, the Clippers, please. I mean, he damn near started laughing. Actually, I take it back. He did laugh. Now we know why. Molly, Max, and your boy is in the house. The Clippers. Evidently, that's going to be a theme for this show. Kawhi.
Game 2 between the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers. Luka's got a pass to the basket. All the way to the hole.
Wait a minute, Luka. I didn't know you had that in your game.
Break it off. And the foul.
Oh, no.
That's not fair either. Luka gets the triple on the move.
Wow.
Hardaway for 3. Got it! The shocker of all shockers so far. The Dallas Mavericks have stunned the Los Angeles Clippers.
It's hump day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to First Take. Thank you for hanging out with us. That was a heck of a tease, Stephen A. Smith. I'm fired up for today. Middle of the week, we're ready to go. Max Kellerman looking dapper as usual. And gentlemen, you know where we're starting. The Clippers. So Luka Doncic, a wrecking ball, 39-7-7 as he leads his Mavericks to a commanding 2-0 lead over Kawhi, Paul George, and the Clips. Keep in mind, both those games were back in LA. Friday, they head back to their home turf, Dallas. Ty Lue, you getting concerned?
I'm not concerned. Like I said, they got to win 4 games, and you come in on an opposing team's floor and you play. There's no pressure on you to make shots because you're supposed to, you just try to come in and steal a game or steal 2 games. But now they got to go home and try to keep up the same shooting. So it's easy to come on the road and do that when there's no pressure on you. So we'll see in Game 3.
There is none. There is a competition. We got to rise to the occasion. Fact of the matter is, if we don't, we're done for. But there's no level of concern.
No level of concern. Stephen A., is Kawhi the problem for LA?
Hell yeah. And by the way, let me say this. We all know how much love and respect I have for Ty Lue. And Paul George is one of my favorite peeps and one of my favorite players. They both lying through their damn teeth. Don't lie to the American public like that and tell them you ain't worried. Hell yeah, you worried. You know why? Because I'm going to say it on ESPN, you getting your ass kicked. That's what's happening right now. That's what's going on with the Los Angeles Clippers. We've got a situation where Kawhi Leonard has dropped 41. I understand that. But this is why I'm not letting him off the hook, Max. And Max, you know where I'm going, baby. I'm very, very predictable with this. Ain't nobody questioning the greatness of Kawhi Leonard. A matter of fact, I'm asking for significant validation on both ends of the floor. Luka Doncic is the best player in this series. Period. 22 years old, second time in the playoffs, and busting their living you know what. He gave it to you in the bubble. He put you on notice that he was there. Did you see the disrespect that he showed to the Clippers? I mean, Max sitting up there, he cussing them out in Slovenian. What is Slovenian? I don't know what the hell he's
These are European languages.
I mean, it's a European language.
None of us know.
Cussing them out, talking smack. Yo, Patrick Beverly, you too small. Yo, Kawhi, you can't deal with me. Whatever this person, you too damn slow. Talking smack to them while dropping 39 on them, busting their little butt. And then to accentuate the level of disrespect, this dude is literally shooting 3-point shots off of one leg, leaning off his left leg, and just throwing like he playing a game of horse. And playing with them, talking smack to them, busting their little living you know what. I know what Kawhi Leonard did in the first half. I understand he ended the game with 41, but when it really, really counted, where the hell was he? Couldn't be found. But you could find Luka, and I don't want to hear anything about Paul George. Paul George shot 54% from the field, even though it was just 1 for 7 from 3-point range. Last time I checked, he's the second option. He did drop 28, okay? He showed up. Kawhi Leonard is the one with the crown dangling from his mirror. Kawhi Leonard was the one with the New Balance commercials in his convertible. Kawhi Leonard was the one that said, yo, King James, it's a new king in town. Last year, King James was waiting for him, okay? You gave up a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference semis and got bounced. And this year, on the same night that the King showed up in Phoenix with Anthony Davis, understanding they couldn't afford to fall to 0-2, they handled their business. And on that same night, Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers found themselves in a 2-0 hole to a Dallas Mavericks team that looks better, that has a 22-year-old who is better than anybody that they got right now, and busting their living, you know what. I'm going to say it one more time so everybody understands. Even though I know that this is Disney, it's the Disney Channel, it's the kids, and we love the kids. Stevie love the kids, he sure does. Bottom line is, Clippers getting their ass kicked. They better handle it. They better handle it.
You have a lot of shows. What show is this again?
Stephen A's World.
What show is this?
Plus.
What show is this?
This is First Take.
Okay, because I feel like we entered Stephen A's world just now. Because only in Stephen A's world does a dude show up, drop 41, 6 and 4 with 2 steals, 9 out of 10 from the free throw line, 14 of 21. He's hitting 2/3 of his shot from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. Talk about 50, 40, 90 with 41 points. And in your opinion, he's the problem.
Jalen, they bounce back, tie the series. What was the key for you to LA getting back on track?
The number one key is that Chris Paul is injured and hobbled, and the Phoenix Suns weren't able to get a basket the last 4 minutes of the game because Chris Paul has been the best in crunch time at scoring the basketball, and they didn't have him. The second thing is mastering the obvious. You need LeBron James and Anthony Davis to actually play like superstars. You can't have them like they did in Game 1, combining for 31 points. You need at least one of them to score 31 points or more. And that's what Anthony Davis did. LeBron had a big 3 late, and Dennis Schroeder also stepped up at the point guard position, giving them 20 points. So they needed all 3 of those guys to play well. But again, not having Chris Paul really crippled the Phoenix Suns. They were in position, but not having them is going to be tough for them to overcome the Los Angeles Lakers, especially if those 3 guys are going to play the way.
So that's very interesting because you look at this and I wonder, actually, let me take it to the East because I really got to think about the Nets last night and what they did. They took care of business against the Celtics, did it with ease. Both Brooklyn and Milwaukee now hold 2-zip series leads. If you put these 2 teams together, Brooklyn, the Bucks, who wins that 7-game series to you?
Oh, you going to do me like that? Got it. Oh, you going to put me on the spot already, Ryan?
Well, I have
it's
to.
like
It's
that,
early.
my brother? Oh, man. If I had to pick today who will win a series between the Bucks and the Nets, I'm going Milwaukee Bucks. Here's why. Yesterday is what I like to see from the Nets. Ball movement. Anytime the Nets are going to struggle, because all teams struggle at some point, it's when that they're not moving the ball. It's 2 passes, shot. It's 1 pass, shot. It's no pass, shot. Now, when you have 3 players like KD, Kyrie, and Harden, you can get away with that. But against a defensive team like the Milwaukee Bucks, who can play multiple styles, I think that will make it a lot tougher. So today, I would pick Giannis, Lopez, Middleton, Drew Holiday to upend the Nets if they were to play in the 7-game series. And I'm not crazy. And by the way, I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. I'm the person for public consumption that gave everybody the Blake Griffin stat that he wasn't dunking in Pistons games. You know how I know that? I was attending those games. And so it's great to see him to the left, actually dunking on people again. And I can't leave this out. One of the most important players for the Nets is Jeff Green. And he left the game with an injury. He's going to be a part of the closing lineup with Kevin Durant. If he's not able to go, that also is going to hinder the New Jersey. I was about to call it New Jersey.
Oh,
the Brooklyn Nets.
There you go. There you go. It's all good. It's all good. Now, before I let you go, I got to ask you this. What we're seeing from the Clippers right now, I think a lot of people are surprised they're down 2-0. I just have to ask you, are the Clippers done?
I'm not going to say done, right? Because they still have Kawhi Leonard, right? But I can't front and act like I'm not disappointed in this team that last year I jumped on the bandwagon so fast. I picked them to win it all last year, and they got bounced by the Nuggets when they was up 3-1. So coming back this year, you can't position yourself to play against Luka in the Mavs in the first round and lose the first 2 home games? Like, that's literally unacceptable. I want to make sure I give the Mavs their love while I clown the Clippers. Can I do both at the same time? Okay, Luka's outstanding. Did you see that one-leg 3? He out there playing like it's easy like Sunday morning. And did you see Tim Hardaway in the first couple of games? He's been on fire against the Clippers. And shouldn't their calling card be defense? Didn't Patrick Beverly, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, didn't they tell us that they were a core group of defenders that can lock down with the best in the league? I don't see it. I'm anticipating a long series, a 7-game series, so I'm not going to say that they're done, but I want to make sure I pay homage to Rick Carlisle and his coaching staff for developing a Dallas Mavs team and a superstar in Luka that has the Clippers on the ropes.
All right, so let me keep it in LA. If the Clippers are out, for you, does that mean the Lakers might be the team to beat in the West?
Yes, I believe so. And don't underestimate the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell's going to return. They were a #1 seed this year for a reason. If the Clippers, I feel like the 3 best teams on paper starting the playoffs were the 2 LA teams and the Utah Jazz. I felt like the Lakers would be there and they would face either the Jazz or the Clippers. I still have faith in the Jazz. These Clippers don't look like a Western Conference Finals team.
Well, you know what? Ty Lue, Paul George saying they're not concerned. They're going to take them in Dallas. We will see how this plays out. Jalen, always good to see you, my friend. Our BPI gives Los Angeles a 62% chance of advancing. Kendrick Perkins back with us to talk some Lakers and this big win. The Lakers bounced back to tie the series. Kendrick, what did you see differently from the Lakers from when you looked at them in Game 1?
Well, first of all, Ryan, shame on our good people at Caesars for flip-flopping, okay? I told everybody to relax, all right? Look, you never worry about LeBron James and Anthony Davis. We witnessed that last year down there in the bubble in the postseason when they dominated in great fashion. We knew they was going to come out aggressive, and they did just that, especially Anthony Marshall Davis. He attacked the paint. He got to the basket. He got to the free throw line. He was the best version of himself, playing around the basket, making Anthony Davis type statements on the offensive end and defensive end. LeBron James, classic turnarounds in the fourth quarter when it matters the most, running the floor in transition. Who said his ankle was hurt? Come here, Cam Johnson. Let me give you this step back tray ball. You want to go under? Let me seal the game right here. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, best duo in the damn game today. Best duo since Kobe and Shaq.
And you told me earlier this week Anthony Davis has to get aggressive in the paint. He was 18 for 21 from the free throw line. That tells you all you need to know. Now, I know you like the Lakers, but at this point, do you expect them to come out of the West, and should they be the title favorites?
Well, yeah, look, they're coming out of the Western Conference, all right? Right now, you're looking at the Western Conference, and a lot of the top teams up there are looking funny in the light, okay? The Utah Jazz, and don't get me started on the Clippers. But yes, when you look at them, because they hang their hats on the defensive end, that's one thing about the Lakers. Their defensive identity is never going anywhere, anchored by Anthony Davis. And so when you look at it, they held the Phoenix Suns last